Hello, welcome back to a video on my thoughts on the current comic market. Recently, we had the big John Berg auction at Comic Connect. And for those that missed out on my recap or want to see more details of all the highlights and listings and the result, you can go to the link provided below. On Comic Connect right now, they provide a summary, and who knows how long the link will be up. You know, as with many things on the internet, maybe they will take it down after a couple of weeks, but for now you can go follow the link and enjoy the recap that they provide. Regardless, the interesting part of this auction is the result. Massive. It was a massive result. And if you follow the financial TV, as I am, you would have caught Vincent on Fox Business. Vincent has been on Fox Business for many times. I can recall seeing him on Fox Business probably at least 3 times prior to this appearances, talking about the result of the John Berg collection. Vincent is a good ambassador. Okay, let's watch a little blurb of that.
Sales hit a 20-year sales record last August, boosted by the success of both the Marvel and DC film universes. Joining me right now is ComicConnect.com COO Vincent Cerzolo. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Look at Vincent, rock star. I was hoping he would sport a man bun instead of the little ponytail.
And our pre-auction estimates were $4 to $5 million. We broke $7 million on the auction.
That's incredible.
7 million for the John Berg collection. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. I did not tally up. I would be surprised if that's. Well, I'm surprised if that's the result because, you know, sure, there was a couple big books that amount to a couple, you know, $300,000 or $400,000, but still, 7 million. Wowza!
And it makes people who don't know how to grade a comic book, makes them able to buy and sell comic books.
You know, it's interesting because as you were talking, I was thinking, yeah, there is that we.
Okay, I put the link to this video below as well. So if you are interested in watching the entire clip, you know, follow the link and you can watch it. They go to specific of the Detective 27 as well as the Action 1. A good appearance by Vincent. As I mentioned, he's a good ambassador to the hobby, and you know, living in New York City, he has a short commute to go to the Fox studio to talk up the hobby. Regardless, you know, $7 million. Okay, that's a good chunk of change for retirement in your golden years for anybody. And you know, the state of the hobby is very healthy, no doubt. If you follow my recap of either the Comic Connect, Heritage, or Comic Link, or follow my eBay Got to Have series, you see that the big books, the mega keys, whether it's Golden Age or Silver Age, key books are hot as ever. We are in, I would refer to this current time as similar to the roaring 20s as far as how I try to avoid using the term bubblicious, but no doubt it is wacky and hot as ever. Okay, I try not to call the top. Okay, it's not easy to call the top or the bottom of any market, whether it's a housing market or the stock market. And when it comes down to when it comes down to any market, whether it's the stock market or the comic market or real estate, just because something is high does not mean that it's going to crash. soon. Okay, that's the term. Trying to time a crash is impossible, really. It's luck, really. Something is high can go much higher. Okay, um, how many people would have thought that Amazon stock can go can crack the $1,000 barrier 2 years ago? Okay, it's crazy. It has been many people like to call the top. Unlike the stock market, where you can short something, a lot of people shorted many stocks the last 2 years and got crushed because the market. Sure, the market give you a 5 or 10% dip once in the past 2 years, but then it keep going high. It frustrated a lot of people that try to call the top and keep missing it. Back to the comic market, it's also the same thing. A lot of my friends, I included, feel that we are in a very bubblicious stage of the hobby. Price are outrageous. When you're looking at the last copy of Amazing Fantasy 15 I bought was 2011. I think that's the last copy that I bought prior to my YouTube career. But the last book I bought was a 2.5 CGC Blue Label 2.5 Amazing Fantasy 15. That's the last copy of Amazing Fantasy 15 I bought, and I'm pretty sure I should have checked before I make the video, but I'm pretty sure I paid 5,000 or less. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did. For those that had GPA, I'm sure you go back to 2011, you see a 2.5 price. One of those books probably is my book. I still have the book, thankfully. But the recent price of a 2.5 copy is it cracked 10,000 last year, which I thought was cuckoo. Okay, and now I see 12,000, 13,000. Bubblicious. But at the same time, would I sell? No. And that's the hardest part about holding on to these things through a bubblicious time. Some people are very good at letting go of something and then buy it back later. Um, it's not easy for me, as much as I talk about, I sold a lot of stuff and plan to sell a lot more. It's not easy. I love the hobby. I love my collection. And I'm only, you know, I'm not that old. I plan to be around for a few more decades. So as much as I like to make the smart move by selling at the top and buy back later, I really personally cannot do it with my big books. Okay, talking about like the Hulk one or Amazing Fantasy 15. There's a lot of books that I wouldn't let go. I would consider them the blue chip of the blue chip. Okay, now there are books that for the right price right now I would let go because it is hard as it can be. Um, for example, House of Secret 92. Who would have thought that book would explode the last 3 months? Okay. Heck, if I have a crystal ball 3 months ago and know that the books will explode and double in value, I would have hold on to my copy. But there's no crying over missed opportunities, okay? Because luckily for me, I have a few other copies to sell if needed. But it's really hard to time the market. Okay, I think that's ultimately what I'm trying to say is as hot as this market is right now and as bubblicious as it appears right now, I would not be sitting here and say this is the top. Calling the top is so hard. Okay, just like owning a stock. When it comes down to owning a stock, and my advice to people or friends that are in a position and they made a lot of money, is I said, sell a little, don't be a pig. If you have 1,000 share of Amazon that you bought when it was $300, right? When it doubled to 600, sell a little. When it get to 1,000, sell a little. By a little, I'm talking maybe 10% of your position, maybe 20%, but hold on to something. So that's how I approach investment. Okay, I don't buy all at once. I don't sell all at once, as in my stocks portfolio. And with comic books, luckily I'm in the same kind of position for many books. I had multiple copies, so I can let go of A House of Secret 92, one copy. I still have a couple more, so that's okay. Okay, so it's at the end of the day, I make money, I make profit on the books I sold, so no crying on missed opportunities. Okay, and the market is hot, but it can stay hot for a lot longer than you can predict. Okay, that's ultimately is my opinion for this video, is that the current comic market is hot and staying hot. And I don't think it would be wise to cash out completely and hope for a crash to buy back cheaper. Okay, there are books that will crash and come back. Okay, we all see that with some books, especially the Villain Keys. It goes up, it crashes, it comes down. A perfect example of a book that was super hot, crashed, and now are coming back. Ms. Marvel. For those that follow my channel, I talk about that book when it get really hot, and then when it crash, I highlight that book on many auction recap. But I also said that that book will get hot again once casting, production schedule come out, and for sure the first trailer hit, it will start to heat up again. Okay, so for those that miss your chance to sell your Ms. Marvel the first time when it get a huge jump, when they announce the movie, they're gonna make a movie, and still hold on to the book, your second chance is coming around later this year, starting right now. Okay, the book is heating up. For those that had GPA, I'm sure you can see the price is heating up across the high end, talking 9.6, 9.8. For books like Brown's books, I'm not sure about speculating in lower grades. There might be opportunities there, but I don't play in that realm. Okay, so same thing with Black Panther. There was a huge jump at first, and then it cooled off, and then it ramped up now with the trailers. There's always a dip and then a ramp up. Same thing with Deadpool, New Mutant 98. Understand the market. Okay, if you are in this game, if you're in this game and this hobby to make money, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, understand the trend. Okay, the last thing you want to do is not understand the trend and buy and sell things at the wrong time. Buy low, sell high. You don't want to be the one idiot that buy high, sell low. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.